I'll try to break it down in the fastest way I can because if you're like me, you just want to get to the point. Hutus and Tutsis are basically indistinguishable from each other and came from the same people group. Many Burundians and Rwandans will tell you that the perpetuated stereotype is that Hutus are a little bit shorter and stockier with wider built bodies used for manual labor, while Tutsis are taller and leaner with svelte physiques used for adorning themselves with beautiful garbs of the high class. I don't want to say in the most extreme sense, think of Lord of the Rings, elves and dwarves, but yeah. The thing is, it all pretty much started with class and not ethnicity. Hundreds of years ago, anybody who pretty much built up wealth and status pretty much just automatically became a Tutsi, even if they affiliated with the Hutu tribe prior. It was pretty much just a social structure. Both Hutus and Tutsis speak relatively the same language. The only difference is that Rwandan Hutus and Tutsis may have a slightly different dialect, but it's totally mutually understandable. Essentially, after a short 20-year unsuccessful stint by the Germans, Burundi was under Belgian colonization. Kind of. It was more like a king's land rather than a colony, until independence in 1962. Historically, the Hutus always had larger numbers in populace in Burundi. However, Tutsis retained most of the political dominance in the area. And it all had to do with the fact that the Tutsis had a kingdom. And when you have a kingdom, that means you have power! The Belgians kind of catered to the local social structures and enabled the Tutsis to maintain their ruling influence. And you can probably guess what happens next in this scenario. Yeah, when colonizers leave their colonies, things get pretty crazy pretty fast. Essentially, this led to the Burundian genocide. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but essentially the quickest way I can put this, for 20 years it was the Tutsis pushing down the Hutus, then for about 10 years it was the Hutus pushing down the Tutsis, and then finally in 2005 it subsided, kind of, but then recently,